Fox's newest medical drama, The Resident, showing us that being a doctor may not be all it's cracked up to be. Celebrity Page Correspondent Audra Lowe is with the cast for a closer look.
There's quite a few medical dramas that have been on the air and for a long time, too. What sets this one apart, and what do you want them to feel?
I think this is different in that it asks to pull back the curtain behind what happens in the OR and what happens in the boardrooms as well. So if you think of it as a show where money and medicine are pitted against one another, constantly at odds. That's something that we haven't seen a lot of in medical drama.
The writing is actually very much inspired by current events from nonfiction material. I've read a few books and can see, where the writers have been inspired to really try to highlight something that has happened in the past, happening in our country that no one really knows and has talked about, and we're putting it here in this dramatic setting, but it's very, very real.
How has the writing really propelled your character in particular?
I mean, what I love about Nick is everyone keeps saying, why didn't you want to play a doctor, And I'm like, because I want to be a champion for the nurses out there, you know what I mean? They're so underappreciated, and for everything that they do. I mean, doing my research for this, I have a newfound respect for all of the nurses out there. It's amazing what they actually do when you look at a day in the life of a nurse.
You're playing a resident, correct?
That's right, the third-year resident at the hospital.
What did it take for you to dig into this role? What, in terms of the research, what did you have to do to really feel that it was right?
I loved the process before the pilot and then after the show got picked up. Read about 6, 7, 8 books. A lot of them were biographies by surgeons, even though my character's in internal medicine. I was reading about that. I interviewed several doctors, ran around with a doctor at his practice for 2 days, interviewed several nurses, and really enjoyed the whole process, and that was the starting point to kind of engage.